Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogia Monster here, and welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as I like to call it. Hope everybody's having a great week. Good to see everybody here in chat. Wow, there's a lot of people here already. That's so awesome. Let me scroll up and start doing some shout outs. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Nothing eventful going on. Just trying to get a little fishing in here and there. Haven't hit the salt water yet. I'm just doing these little canals nearby because I can walk to them real quick and just, spend a little bit of time over there. It's pretty interesting because there's so many invasive species there. You never know what you're going to catch. I caught these. I think technically they're called Mayan cichlids. They're called a few different names, but these things are pretty fun. I mean, shit, I should have downloaded the pictures from my phone, but really fun to catch. It's pretty cool. So what's up, Jenny Metz? How are you, hon? Wit, what's going on? Hey, Blue. Paul T. Remiel, hi. Welcome. Hey, Robin. Murray, what's going on, buddy? Mr. Lee 3PO. YWTF, what's up? Hey, Judy. I gotta scroll up further. I know I missed a bunch of people, I'm sure. Maybe not. Hey, what's up, Rex? So yeah. Oh, CD Squatcher. Hey, Christine. I have nothing going on tonight. No plans. Still haven't just. I'm still trying to settle in. But I'll get my head on my ass. CD Squatcher, hi Mogs. I will be joining you in the next 168. I am super excited. That's friggin' awesome. That's great, Christine. Also, I know Last of the Wilds. He emailed me today and told me that he applied, or he talked to Carrie. He wants to go, so he's in the running. I think that's great. More people are getting involved. It's absolutely wonderful. Christine, I think it's cool because you get out there and you do this shit. I'm new to it, and for you to go in October. Oh, that's going to be cool. You're going to go in October with Tex and then go back to right on. Do November with us. That's cool. Oh, you're going to be busy in the fall. Right on. Yeah, that's cool. I lost my total train of thought. How the hell did I scroll that far? What's up, Oz? Hey, Lockbeard. Hilton, you know what, dude? I didn't apply the first time. Well, I was going to go, and then I figured that I was going to face a job change and didn't think I'd be able to have the time to go, so I had to back out. And as fate would have it, everything put me there. I had a reason to be there because I had to bring my pop-up trailer down there to drop it off. And once I got there, I was, I figured I'd stay a day or two, hang out, and then split. But people had backed out, and I got to go. So as far as this time, I think I'm kind of a shoo-in, where I think, man, hey, I could be wrong. Maybe there's other people that are out there, but I'm pretty sure I'll be there. I'm supposed to. Zach, I am. Thank you, dude. How are you liking the movie so far? It's cool. There's still so much I have to explore, and I haven't even scratched the surface of just what's right within 10 miles of me. Um, there are some parks I want to check out that are on like the islands, just to look for places to fish from land. I mean, I can go and kayak fish if I want. I want to get my feet wet before I go fish from shore and see what's there, and then because I talk to people, I learn shit all the time. Um, no, can't be really. Mogs, you talk a lot. Yeah, it's true. Um, yeah, so tomorrow, um, Lynn and we were going to go up earlier, but she has something she has to do, so we're going to go up to her property. She needs some work done up there, so I'm going to go check that out. But it's also in the middle of the woods, and she calls it a fish camp. So I know there's water that runs through it. So I will be bringing a fishing pole and some tackle, and probably some worms. Uh, and I want to figure out what has to be done there, but also explore the area because it's pretty dense. I know there's some the waterway she's on, her property is on, leads into another waterway that leads into the green swamp. So it's not far from the green swamp. And if you're paying attention, that place is pretty much a hotbed of activity. So, see what I can see. Should be fun. Flat Rock Booger, what's happening, man? Hey, Papa Craig. Toby, what are you doing, man? Yeah, we wanted to get up to the expedition property, but there's something going on there, so we couldn't go anyway. The place where we were going to go investigate is actually booked, so we can't get in. So I'll get up there and I'll get that debunking, if you will, going on. Like I said, there's some experiments I want to try up there and see what we can do. I sound a little congested tonight. Sorry. It's from the sports drink I just had, or I don't know. So what do we got? 45 people watching. Like I said, I don't have a plan tonight, or that much to talk about. I'm pretty boring. I'll probably put the link for if you want to come on the show. I'll put the link in chat. You falling asleep, Mr. Lee 3PO? Or are you just tired? Am I boring you that much? Where the hell did it go? There it is. JCL Ohio, what's happening, man? Hey, JCL, you want to come on? I'm not putting you on the spot. I'm just going to, if you do, here, I will put the link, and anybody can use the link. All right. The link is going to pop up in chat right now. There's the link. Who else is here? Hey, Cashew. How are you? Anybody? Somebody? No, Murray, I'm not begging. Not at all. It's just going to be a short show. I thought it was going to be a really short show because we were watching Sawdust Beast. Mark, that was a good show, by the way. Good to see you, Barry. I love that man. He is an awesome dude. Uh, and the internet went out. So we ended up, I was using my phone, I was using the data on my phone and watching most of the show. And then I had to get off because I had to get ready and set things up. But thank goodness, the internet finally kicked back on because I was like, crap. I mean, I could have done I could have done a show by my phone, but I probably would have like wussed out and only did like an hour. Hey, at least I'm honest. But yeah, no, it came back and here we are. So that's cool. What else is going on? Not much. Found trying to find places, I should say, that are easy launch places for kayaks because we're gonna go do that. Hilton, it is 4:20, obviously. My clock's stuck, and the batteries ran out. Amazing, it ran out and down, right at that time. Livewire, what's happening? How are you, man? Who else is here? Katie G, Scotty B. What's going on, guys? So yeah, you guys got anything you want to talk about? Questions, whatever, put them in caps and we'll address it. And again, if anybody else wants to pop on, feel free. The link is in chat. I just posted it again. Daily Dan, what's happening? Who else is here? Huh. So yeah, looking forward to tomorrow. I've been wanting to see this property up there. Due to because of the location of it, it is pretty. It's in a rural area, in the middle of friggin' nowhere. So I have a feeling it might be a decent, spot to check out.
Yeah.
What's up, Paul?
Hey, Ross, what's going on, man?
How you doing?
Pretty good on what's this? A Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday.
Thursday, man. Oh,
And God said, "Let there be light."
and there was.
Yeah, there was. There was. Dude, where's the tan, man? You're in Florida.
I got 10 lines. No shit.
Dude, you're not a fat bastard like me. You should have your shirt off. You should be using sand.
No, dude. No, I'd spontaneously combust. I would just poof. You'd see just pile of ash.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's how pale I am.
I'm like the whitest Portuguese guy I know. They all turn like dark brown. They're like, "Ooh, dude, you're white like you're Irish." I'm like, "Oh, really? I'm not." So what are you saying? I like whiskey and Charisse? They're like, "Yeah." But anyway, I digress.
I knew you were going to say that. That's funny.
Yeah,
so
right.
you said, but anyway, I waited for it.
Dude, hey, I'm happy you're back on the East Coast, man, for real. You know what I mean? This is where you belong, but it's all good. People that weren't born here, I guess they would never get it, you know?
And it's funny because out there, like I say out there in Arizona, I'd met so many people from all over, but it was the people from the East Coast that were the chattiest, like myself and other people from the East Coast like to talk. It's weird. Because like I would talk to anybody and everybody, and I still do. Nope. Paul's buffering.
Figure it out. There you go. I'm back. Ugly as ever. dude, it's dry heat. You'll never miss it. I'm like, yeah, all right. You have no idea what the fuck 98% humidity feels like. Your boys are sticking to your leg like chewing gum, and you're like, oh, this is that guy weather. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of difficult.
No, but I can tolerate. I grew up in humidity. 40 years I lived in Jersey.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
I know, and I've lived in Wisconsin was hot. Nashville was hot, was humid. Wisconsin was very humid. So was Nashville. I was surprised how humid that was. I've
So
lived
when
in
you
some humid areas. I just
so
got
when you
spoiled the last 10 years.
so when you lived in Wisconsin, were you friends with Scotty B and poking holes in Swiss Wisconsin cheese?
No.
I know he does.
I
Nah, I'm just kidding, dude. It's fine.
was wondering where cheese curds came from.
Yeah, man. That's just you know, you get older in life, you get more tolerant about stuff, and you listen that. And it's like, like, oh my god, I was such a dick when I was younger. I didn't care about this, that, the other thing. Right now, you're like, yeah, good, no, gay love, I love it, dude. You guys are happy, right? It's all about the love. When you go back to the '80s, if you had the hot tub time machine, you were like, I would never do that. So, you gotta,
Yeah, no,
it's amazing. It's
you're
amazing how we grow. You know what I mean? And we become more,
yeah, your
accepting of certain
tolerances
things.
do change.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, dude. And that's a cool thing too, because that's part of growth. That's part of being an adult. It's part of everything that happens to you. You become older, wiser, grayer. You know what I mean? It happens, man. There's not much you can do about it.
Yeah, Toby says, "Damn, Mogs, I didn't know you lived in Nashville. I'm right down the road. I wasn't in Nashville. I was in Antioch, so I was about 12 miles down the road, a
Yeah,
little south of Nashville."
but Russ, in reality, your passion was singing, right? You were in the right place. You were in the hub of like country music. I mean, to me, in the '80s, when I was growing up, you heard country music. It was all about your bull and the biggest balls in town. I mean, now today's, you know, it's like rock
All right,
and
you're freezing up.
roll change and everything goes forward.
All right, you're coming in kind of broken up.
That's okay. I'm trying, dude. Really. Okay. Well, we're back.
Try again. Flat Rock Booger says, "Moog, you now live in the lightning capital of the world, Tampa, Florida." Yes. Well, I'm south of Tampa, but I'm south of
There you go.
Tampa and a little south of Fort Myers. I'm in Cape Coral.
Hey, one of the coolest things that ever happened is my wife and I went to Florida and we were going to Key West, but we had friends in Deep Creek, which is kind of near Punta Gorda and all of that. So we got a rental car in Fort Myers and we drove across the Alligator Alley. And I seen these rednecks, water skiing behind wind boats with cannons strapped to their legs. And I'm like, why the hell they needed a gun? They're water skiing. And I look on the shore, there's alligators everywhere. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, they smart boys. So the first night we missed sunset in Key West. She's like, you're a failure. You couldn't even get me here for sunset. I'm like, you were fucking driving. So anyway, that's when we tried the shark fishing thing. And I said, grab the leader. They don't bite. She's like, fuck you. And it was a cool experience, though. You have to, whether you're an individual or a unit, you kind of have to go out there and experience shit. You know what I mean? And I say that to be funny. I don't really mean that. I would never, ever, ever put my wife in that spot. You know what I mean? But it just sounds funny when I said, hey, you want to go shop fishing? Grab the leader. They don't bite. And she's like, really? I'm like, no. They got no teeth. They have geriatric sharks. They're in Florida. Where the nearly deads and newlyweds. No, they don't bite. No. But yeah, it was
Holy
definitely
shit.
a cool experience and it was a growing experience. And you need to Russ, it kind of forms who you are in life, right? Your personality is defined by experiences, times, and moments, and places, and what you do. And as long as you straight
That sounds important.
stay, really,
You're you're,
it's
you're breaking
not
up, man.
important, but it's the truth. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
there it is.
You can only be as good as you're going to be. Yeah.
You came in broken
Fading
up.
in and out of ugliness. Was I speaking Spanish?
Yeah, a little Greek too.
No. A little Greek. Hey, check out my pizza. It's got big tomatoes. I don't know, dude. But yeah, it's it's what you do is a good thing, and what everybody you know hostility. There's no meanness. There's no
Is
none of
it
that.
just me, guys, or is anybody else having trouble hearing him? Can you hear me now? Can you try? I can't. Fuck,
What
you're
over
coming in broken up.
AT&T? Can I hear you now? Yes, I can.
Okay, but you were coming in all broken up. Every time you went to say something, I wanted to hear what you had to say, and it was like, yeah.
Blame it on Rich.
Sandy Clemens says you're breaking up. So okay.
No. It probably is me. It's fine, guys.
No, I wanted to hear what you had to say. Damn it.
It's irrelevant. If my name was what's that guy from Ancient Aliens with the cool hair?
Oh, Giorgio.
George. If my name was Giorgio, I'd have a steakhouse and I'd fill your ass full of useless information. He's like, I just love saying Lake Titicaca. I'm sorry, Russ. I couldn't help myself.
Don't
I am such a
apologize, man. That's
juvenile at
funny as
heart,
hell.
man. I really am.
No, it's awesome. Beast of the Woods. What's up, Larry?
That is.
Hey, Jimbo.
Hey, Larry, how are you?
Sandra. Who else? I think I said hi to Sandra. I don't know.
But
Dawn of the Dead, 420. What's up, brother?
Don's a good member of chat, man. He's a cool guy. You can interact with him, and he's very respectful. That's the one thing I love about all this. All the people in chat are respectful. You know what I mean? This is a good thing. Nobody's trying to call nobody out. Nobody's trying to be, mean. And that's one great thing about this community, Russ. It really, really is.
Yeah, I'm really thrilled that the way people do behave here. You can see some stupid shit in other channels and stuff, but everybody seems to do the right thing here. And if somebody steps out of line, if I don't catch it, the moderators will. And it doesn't happen often. So it's just everybody is respectful. I saw some people I tried to invite from who somebody was on earlier. And I had said WTF live in an hour, and they're like, "Oh, what's WTF?" I said, "It's my show. Check it out. It's under the same name." So I don't remember their name, but hopefully they show up.
Yeah, dude. You know what? It's cool that Kerry does the all ages and Sawdust and Larry do the. You don't want to be too disrespectful. You know what I mean? But it's nice to have an adult format too, man. Really, it does. You need to have that. If somebody slips and drops an F-bomb, you don't want the blue wrench police coming out there going, "You're under arrest for swearing."
No, I mean, we are all adults here.
I agree.
There's nothing that a child needs to hear. I mean, these are adult conversations. We don't, and I don't know if that sounds terrible.
No, it does. It does. I'm a 51-year-old juvenile. Once in a while, buck, truck. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm 53-year-old juvenile.
Okay, but I just got a text from the warden that said it's 11:30. What the hell are you doing? So I haven't yet responded that says I'm drunk and on WTF. So what should I do?
Depends who it is and how
No,
much trouble you're in.
no,
Huh?
the warden's the boss, and I only have to face solitary. That's a hot tin box in the sun in New England in March, May, April. Not too bad. But I only get water. And I will just wither away to nothing if I don't have at least, like 6 eggs in the morning. I have to maintain my fat bastard status. Hey, Russ, I'm only playing. You know that, dude. I love to come on and clown around. I know that it's a free format thing and whatever, but I really have
Absolutely,
to go.
man.
Hey, to all the cool people in chat, I love you guys. I love seeing you every day, every week. You all make it what it is. And I'm just going to say goodbye. Goodbye.
Paul, thanks very much. Oh, shit. Oh, I hope you guys laughed. Paul is just funny as hell. Long Island Bigfoot, what's up, Mike? Good to see you. Yeah, Toby says they always have kick-ass shows on Beast TV. Yeah, they do. It was good to see Barry again. I mentioned it earlier. That man is just a funny, quick-witted individual. Really good person. I'm proud to call him my friend. To be able to say, Barry Browning's my friend. Along with Mark, and everybody else that was on that trip. It was a great experience, and I really look forward to the next one because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more friendships made, and some strong bonds will be formed. And I think it's awesome. It's going to be a little busier. I think he wants to do 30 people. He being Kerry Arnold. More teams. And I think if you want to do what you want to do the way he wants to do it, he's doing it right by putting out more teams, because you're putting a lot of workload on few people, if you only had, like, say, 2 teams. So I think doing it this way, he might be able to pull it off, even if you had 5 teams, whatever. But good job, man, Kerry. Right on. You made more bromances than ours. I'm butthurt. Too funny, Mike. Too funny. If anybody's up for it, wants to come on, the link is in chat right now. Click on it and we'll come hang out. You saw, Paulie was just here, and thanks again, Paul. Too funny. Sandra Pink, how are you? Why am I yelling? Fucking microphone is right next to me. Oh, Sandra, you leaving? Oh, Mr. Lee 3PO, quit kissing my ass. Well, thank you, man. Thank you very much. That's cool. Hey, Emma. Good to see you again. That link did go up, right? Okay, yeah. And I'll keep putting it up there if anybody, like I said, anybody wants to pop on, come say hi, whatever. Yeah, Scotty. Scotty's like, I needed a good laugh, Paulie. So did I. All right. I believe you. I believe you. Hey, Joe. Yeah, you know what, dude? I think you're right. But, you know, he, uh, he he's a pussy. I'm kidding. Um, and not everybody can come on, you know. Like it's, you know, I remember a long time ago, I had stage fright. I didn't like to do shit in front of anybody, and now, you know, here I am. Um, I used to get stage fright um, when I first started doing karaoke. That was that was nerve wracking, but it was fun. It's funny because I haven't sang in a while, so I was just looking up places to go do karaoke around here. So maybe one of these nights I'll get out and do that. And who knows? It might get recorded and somebody might post it somewhere. So you know, might not be on my channel, so there's no copyright infringement or copyright strike. So we'll see what happens. But Wit, promote your merch, Mogs. I don't have any, dude. You know, the merch that I had made up was for the raffle that got me to Florida. And again, thank you guys so much. So yeah, I don't have any merch right now, dude. Well, I'm gonna look in again some. You know, it's hard to commit to something like that. I'm not greedy in any way. So it was like, you know, I always think about you guys to as far as like with bandanas. I want to do them myself. I wanted to do. I bought them, so I'm gonna have them printed up. So it can't be that much to print them up. So why would I, you know, sell them for whatever, you know, $10, whatever. Um, it's just to save you guys money. It's just bothering me because I bought a coffee mug from someplace on online, you know, for a channel. And after it was said and done, it was a $25 coffee mug with shipping. I was like, I can't do that to other people. That would be wrong. Excuse me. So I wanted to do it myself. Thank you. You know, Sandy, she made up that mug and it kind of caught on. So she made some more and they've, you know, she has the addresses of where they're going. They might have been shipped out already. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, no, dude, I thought about getting some other, you know, merch, you know, merch, merchandise. Um, and like t-shirts and stuff. Well, we'll see. We'll see where this goes. It's just weird, you know, in the first year. It's just been just about a year since we started doing this. You don't know, you know, what's going to happen tomorrow. So I think, you know, pretty well established doing this and things. It's going to grow because there's a lot of new things I want to do. So that's that. Now I'm thinking more of merchandise. You know, 6 months ago I wasn't. Makes sense, I guess. Um, what was your go-to song, Mugs? I don't. You know what? I don't know, dude. There's a song by Gordon Lightfoot uh, called "If You Could Read My Mind." It's a song I love singing. But then there's a lot of other songs. Anymore by Travis Tritt or uh, any Tim McGraw or George Strait or tons of Toby Keith. I do. But yeah, that's my favorite song to sing. What else? Turn the Page, Bob Seger. I like doing that. But yeah, mostly country. I'll do a Grateful Dead tune. No, Moog's Grateful Dead? No, can't be. Yeah. Hell, I've even done Stone Temple Pilots. And who? Exactly. Older country artist, Gordon Lightfoot's Canadian, from the 70s. I know a lot of people in here know who Gordon Lightfoot is because we're all about in the same age group, give or take 15 years. Yeah, STP. But yeah, I got addicted to friggin' karaoke at one point in my life, man. Once I found out I could sing, it's weird, you sing. I would sing all the time. I'd sing in the car, I'd sing in the shower, singing blah blah blah. And you know, I thought I could sing, but I never sang in front of anybody. So the first time I sang, I did a Garth Brooks tune, and I I had to be drunk, and still my knees knocked together. I was so scared. And from the moment I did that song, when I was done, people's reaction, and I was hooked. I was like, oh shit, this is cool. um, yeah, and I got into it, and I was running karaoke shows like 4 nights a week sometimes, and running and working a full time job. Uh, Sundown is a good song, Judy. I've done that a few times. So yeah, so that's what I was saying. I I want to find some local karaoke. I don't know what happened to my phone. For some reason, my phone is just, the screen got really light, and there's these lines going through it. Didn't get dropped. It just, I picked it up and it went all nuts. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it now that I'm here. I mean, I bought these. Which just texted me and said get a local artist to do some sketches or whatever. Um, yeah, I have some ideas for merch, as far as logos and shit. I took down the logo that was over here. It was in the way. It's cool though. Um, I got sidetracked with getting emailed. Had to pay 2 bygones to repair it. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It like all of a sudden I'd start the phone up, it would be fine, and all of a sudden the screen just started getting lighter and lighter and lighter, like it was like getting brighter from behind or something, but it wasn't. And there were these lines going down the center of it, so I have no idea, but it still works. Just is acting up. Yeah, that's a tough song, dude. You need a really good range for that, Joe. Better you than me. It's a tough one. What's up, Mike?
That was fast. What's up, bro?
How you doing, man?
I'm all right. I just messaged you, but Casher was on top of it, so don't.
Oh, right on. Oh, that was the second ding I heard. I didn't check it.
I don't know. She I think she reshared it in the thing. So.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
So, what's going on up there, man? Is it You're getting some crazy weather up there. Is it cold up there?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, upstate, like I know a lot of them have been getting snow. Um, we got a lot of rain, but it's been so cold and windy. Like it's been terrible. But I mean, this happens every year. Like everyone gets all like excited about spring and summer too
Sure.
fast, and then it like whoops. It just so I never get excited before I should, but I must be getting older because like I kind of bit into it a little. Like
Sure. Sure. You can't help but bite into it because you're like, oh, yeah. You get tired of the friggin' cold, man.
like this wind like just cuts me to the bone. Like I mean, when even even like even as someone who's lived here, like I hear island and like I think like the tropics and shit, but like we are like an island, so like the wind whips like crazy. Like it sucks. It's not fun. Yeah.
Well, considering your big ass island, like you said, and it goes east to west. So
Yeah.
any most of your winds, I guess, come from the south
Yeah.
west.
Yeah. For the most part, yeah. Because I I used to experience. I was in Connecticut for a while on the water, and that was actually the windiest place I ever been. It was like over by like Mystic, like Stonington and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like that actually was like the windiest place I've ever been. And besides Kuwait, but that's not really a wind. That's like storms and shit. But like, I mean, you never,
Yeah,
you never experience wind till you're in a dirt tornado. Like, but but yeah, it just cuts me to my like I feel like it's like attacking my bones now. Like I must be getting older. Like
yeah. I was that way in Arizona. I mean, it would get cold,
well,
and I wasn't up until like the day I left, I was still wearing thermals.
it's it's the same concept probably there as it is like in Afghanistan or in Kuwait. Like if it's like 100 plus hot in the day and then it drops to like 90 at night, 80 at night, like and then it gets windy, like that is such a jump. Like it feels freezing. Like it feels so cold
Oh
that
yeah.
it's a crazy difference when just because the lights go out, like just because the sun goes down, it drops so much. I'm sure Arizona is very similar.
Well, it's weird because like I drive back for a while when I was working in Arizona for the past 4 years. I was borrowing a Polaris slingshot, and I was driving that home, and it's a convertible three wheeler. It's two wheels
Yeah,
in the front, one wheel in the back, and whenever I went down like through a wash, that's when it would get cold. Go by
mm,
the river, that's when it would get cold.
mm,
It's weird because down in Phoenix, they don't. There's so much concrete and asphalt that you get a lot of radiant heat down there during the night, so it doesn't cool down like you think the desert would.
yeah,
Uh, but outside of that, yeah, it gets chilly in the desert.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I don't know. I haven't been out that far west yet, so I want to, but
What's the
so
furthest west you've been?
Texas. Um, I was I did a training in San Antonio on it was called a Calmar, but basically it was like a I don't know the wheels were like taller than me, but like it picked up connexes and stuff like those big containers down by the water and stuff like you
Okay,
see.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There was this big truck that like it was basically a front loaded forklift that picked those up, moved them around. You pick them up and they could go up and down, move them around. So, but it was like a military one, but like this company built them or whatever. So they sent a bunch of the mechanics over there to learn those. So we basically had like a 2 week. We got to wear civilian clothes. We had nights and weekends off. So like we went to like I don't know, I was in San Antonio, so that was fun. And then we went down to like San Padre Island, and I don't know. That was like the first time I experienced like that's like Bass Pro Shops or whatever they are, or like
Yeah,
or one of them. I don't know if it was that one or it was the other one, Cabela's or whatever.
Cabela's.
But like they heard my accent and like they start. The place was closed. The food place was closed. They heard my accent. Like, they must have heard me. Like, what the fuck's a bison burger? And they were like, the kitchen opened back up. They're like giving me all this free food. They're like, you gotta try this. You gotta try this. You gotta try this.
That's awesome.
So I ended up trying like every different type of like meat that day.
That's awesome, dude.
But yeah, like, they got like aquariums in there. People are like fishing. Like it's just it's the weirdest thing I ever saw.
Really?
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, they had like a giant like aquarium fish tank in there, huge fish. They have like an area where like try out the fishing bowls and like I mean it's like a big pond. So, oh, it was the coolest place ever.
Yeah, I've been to Cabela's and Bass Pro Shop are the same now. They own, or I don't know who bought who, but same company now. But yeah, there was one down in Phoenix I'd go to, and it was pretty cool wandering around that place with all the big aquarium, and then they'd have like a stream below that, and it was good. It was clever. I like that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very inviting. It was a lot of fun. Like it was just like a fun shopping experience. I don't know. Same thing for like the river walk in San Antonio. Like it's nice. Like there's like a river that goes through the buildings and stuff. It's cool. It's really nice.
Yeah, I didn't get to experience that. I just kind of blew through Texas as quickly as possible on my way here.
Well, like we wasted a lot of time going to find the Alamo, not to find out where it actually was. Like I didn't know it was gonna be in the middle of the city. Like it's like on Main Street. Like there's like a bunch of like Ripley's Believe It or Not rides and stuff next to it, and like it's like
really?
Main Street goes around, and like horses are like cars driving in circles. I don't even know. I thought it was gonna be in the middle of the desert. Like. But it's
I stopped in San Antone. The first night I drove 18 hours when I left. I drove like 18 hours, and the first time I stayed anywhere, I got a room, and it was in San Antone. I got to turn this phone off. It's annoying.
I mean, it's a big city. There's like, it's got its bad parts. It's got, it's got a
You can get there anywhere.
Just like anything. But, yeah, so.
I'm just turning all of my notifications off. Hold on.
Oh, that's all right.
It's annoying. Yeah, but I really didn't get to see a lot of Texas. I was just wanted to get through it as quickly as possible. That was a long ass haul.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, only because we were in San Antonio, we spent time there. Like, it was like me and like 7 other guys or something. But we just were there, Corpus Christi and like San Padre Island or whatever. But I would like to see more of it, but I don't know. But that's as far west as I ever got, I think. I don't. I haven't done the Midwest either yet. So like anything up there.
You know what? It's pretty up there. Wisconsin, Minnesota. I didn't get into the Dakotas. That's the one place I didn't see. I haven't really seen anything from the Dakotas north and west, like Wyoming, Montana, all that. I didn't get a chance to see any of that.
Yeah, Sarah lived in Montana for many years, and she has a lot of pictures, and it's gorgeous. Like it's beautiful there.
Yeah, I wanted to get up that way. I wanted to see Oregon and Washington, but life happens.
Sure it does.
get to do. But look where I'm at now. I'm in Florida. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So how did that even happen? Like I mean to ask you because like I thought you were going to like meet with the guys and do that. I thought that was all you were doing. Like I thought you were going to do that. So like when you were talking about gearing up to go to Florida, that's what I thought you were doing. And then like one day you were just there, and I'm like, I thought, and like I'm like, oh, he's doing a live stream from Florida. Then you did another one. Then the next one, I see all your background and shit with you. That was I'm like, wait, hold on. I'm like, I'm missing a step.
Well, what my original plan was to travel. I was going to buy a truck, haul my camper, and go around and make shows. Do shows, film. Call it Monster Travels or Monster Fishes. I was starting to do some stuff, but and then Lynn Parsons called me up or got in touch with me and asked if I wanted to be her roommate, and I said yeah. I was like, why not? I do that shit. Like spur of the moment or whatever. Take those leaps of faith, and here I am.
I'm sure it's wild living with her. She's got a lot of history behind her.
Yeah. Her experiences. She talks somewhat about it. I don't push. I don't push the subject.
No, yeah. I mean, I know she got on once while I was on, and that's what I was going off. So
yeah. And we got a bunch of dogs here. Total. There's 8 dogs in the house.
Nice.
They're cool dogs though. Tomorrow we're bringing one to. It's going to be refamilied. It's going to be a working dog. It's going to be a search and rescue, probably a cadaver dog. And it's a good dog. He's friendly. He's got too much energy. He's still a puppy.
Yeah. I mean, Gunner's like, I don't know what he's mixed with, but he's definitely a lab for sure. And that part of him, that lab, like they tend, I didn't know until I had a lab, but they tend to not grow up so fast, and they stay in that puppy mode, and he sure did. It took him like 2 years, so, but sometimes like it's it's a lot to handle, and then like when they calm down finally you kind of miss it, like so.
That little puppy in him. Yeah. Well, there's 2 yellow labs here. There's 2 German shepherds. There's a golden retriever. The golden retriever is the one that's getting rehomed, and then there's a French bulldog, and
awesome.
my dog Lucy, and then there's the dog's name is Dude Man. Yeah, and he's this cool little terrier. Looks like a miniature Rottweiler, but he's a terrier, and he's a pretty cool dog. He's got a great attitude. He's like, I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Yeah,
he's a cool dog. I think he runs them all.
He's like the one from Men in Black.
Yeah.
Walking around the city running shit. Frank, that's his name.
Mr. Lee 3PO, no. Mogs, have you been recognized in Florida yet? No, but if I do, it'll be someone that I already know. It wouldn't be from the show. That would just be weird. Yeah, it's funny because I always used to run into people all over that I knew, wherever I went. And it didn't happen in Arizona. I didn't run into anybody from back east. So I figure now I'm back east, I'll run into somebody somewhere from Jersey or.
Yeah, everybody goes down there.
Oh, it's crazy, dude. It's like
I always joke. Yeah, I always joke and say skunk apes are just retired New York Bigfoots.
Oh, it's just, dude, there are so many New York and New Jersey people here in this town alone, in Cape Coral. It's crazy. But it's kind of interesting too. It's like, oh, where are you from? You know,
Yeah.
what else is going on here? I'm just blowing through chat. What do we have? 60 and 60 watching. It's I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do for another hour.
I know. I saw maybe come on, and I was like, I don't know. I was just really coming on to like say like, hey, good, have a good show, and then go back to bed, and then I answer a few people, and I said, answer a couple of comments. And I'm like, fuck this. I'll just go on for a bit.
Oh, poor guy. Nobody's coming on.
Get my arm.
Hey, Seven Pearls. How are you, hon? Richie Evans. Beast, when are y'all coming to Florida? Well, I don't know if who's going. I don't know. I got to find out if Mark and Larry are going in November. I don't know if it wouldn't be the same if Mark didn't show up.
That's a good time to go, at least. So those are like, I don't know. At least here, that's like the month where shit starts to really pick up. Like I don't know. I don't know if it's because like the leaves are all off the trees or whatever, but like it seems to be like a really good time for me, at least here. Like,
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work here as far as what when fall kicks in down here, and when whatever is going to lose their leaves loses their leaves. I don't know when that happens, being so far down south.
yeah, right, man. Yeah, I lived in Altamont Springs when I was young, like before the age of 5, like for a couple of years.
That's where Stevie B is
Oh,
lives.
yeah, it was cool. We could actually see. We could actually like. I could actually look out the door and see the spaceships take off. That's like, I mean, I was little, so that's really one of the only memories I have.
There was supposed to be one going up tonight or today. I think it was tonight, uh, from the East Coast.
Yeah, Cape Canaveral, I think it's called.
Yeah, something over there.
Yeah, we went to it once, like me and my mother, and like we were, oh man, that shit gets hot. Like, I mean, really hot.
When's that?
When this thing takes off, like all
Oh,
the
gee.
oh my god.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be within miles.
Yeah, like like you're not that close, but you feel like man, it's cool. It's like I said, I was really little, but it's something I can't forget.
Katie said, "Wait, what's going on in Cape Canaveral and when?" I thought they're supposed to put I think three astronauts up on maybe the International Space Station. So I think that's what the launch was supposed to be today.
Yeah, I forget what show I was listening to today, and they were like, "Do people really think like we stopped going to the moon?" And I was like, "Shit, I kind of bought into it." Like, I'm like, but why would we go through all that trouble and then just be like, "Nah, we're not going no more." Like, like I don't follow that kind of stuff enough. Like, so like,
No, I don't either. I just I think we did it to prove we could.
yeah, I said Russia got there. Russia got there first. They just didn't say tag. Like, like I don't know.
Home for home.
They didn't bring that camera.
I've been to Cocoa Beach near Cape Canaveral. It was gorgeous.
Cocoa Beach is nice, yes.
Yeah, I haven't been there. I knew a surfer back when I was like 18. I think he was from Cocoa Beach. He was a professional surfer. Um, I I ended up driving him from New Jersey down to Virginia. We hooked up, like we were hanging out at this surfing convent. Not us. It was an event that it got canceled, and all these surfers were hanging out at this hotel from all over the world.
Uh,
And I got to party with them. And ended up driving this one guy down to Virginia, and he was originally from Cocoa Beach. His name was Trip Freeman. I think he's still, he's still down here somewhere. I think I don't know what he's doing.
that's like a surfer name. Like,
No, dude, his name was Dewey Hampton Freeman III.
okay, well, all right.
So Trip it is.
All right. He might have owned the hotel.
Duke, what's happening, man? Good to see you, Lockbeard. What's happening, Lewis? What's going on? Where are we at? 55. Yeah, dude, I'm at an hour, and I'm just feeling drained tonight. I don't know what it is. My throat was bothering me for the past 2 days.
That's been happening to me. You know, I go on Sunday, obviously. That's been happening to me a lot. Like, like I don't know what it is. Like, and I might have to decide not to go like on a schedule and just kind of like be like, okay, like I'm kind of up for it today, and like put it up a few hours ahead or something. Cause like I'll find myself like ready to go at like 7, and then like at like 8 for 9, I'm like, like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy. There's just too many factors. Like I don't know. Like I swear, I feel like I'm like so like I feel like so like weak or like old saying this shit, but like
No, it's funny. Days I do the show, it's like I try to nap,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I didn't get a chance to today. I mean, I laid down, didn't fall asleep, but I rested. So, yeah, no, I have to be consistent, with like my Tuesdays and Thursdays. It kind of sucks because, doing it from Arizona, I did it in, that time zone, that time it was, if it was 8 o'clock there,
yes,
it was 10 o'clock here, or,
or
and
11. Yeah,
now I'm doing it, East Coast time. So it's a little different. So I'm tired, going on at 11 makes a difference.
yeah, sure does. I mean, half the time I'll be like sitting here 10 minutes before your show comes on, and I wake up and it's like I'm like typing in the comments after. Like it's not a live chat anymore. I'm like passed out for like 3 hours. Like sitting up too. Like, yeah, just
God damn it, I missed the show again.
that's what half of the comments are. You see it, I'm like, fuck.
No, a lot of comments are, hey, sorry, I missed the live. Well,
Yeah.
if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, people need to apologize for missing it. I just get mad that I missed it. Like, shit.
Excuse me.
There's not too many of these that I really follow consistently. Not too many shows like yours and Dark Hour and stuff like that. There's not too many I follow like, or I try to be there for on a regular. So like it sucks when I'm trying to make a valiant attempt and it's like I just can't.
Well, like today, Tex was on, Trinity Paracryptid with he does brunch with Bigfoot. I mean, that's kind of it's refreshing in the middle of the afternoon to be like, oh shit, I'm
Yeah,
doing nothing. Let me hop in chat. you know,
yeah,
because at night there's so many different shows going on. It just gets a little like it gets hectic at times.
yeah.
Trying to keep up with shows.
I think Bigfoot Rob does something earlier too. Um, and then like DHP does something in the afternoon as well. I think he went out like 4 o'clock today. But like it was cool. Like I was like driving, doing like mundane shit, like errands, and I'm like, oh, just like listen to this, So it's just hard. It gets tricky when people like when you say hi and then everyone like types to you and you like feel like obligated to answer while you're fucking swerving through Long Island Expressway traffic.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, it's funny because I people, my whenever I jump in a chat, it's always "What's up, everyone?" And I get so many people say hi. It's like I get lost. I'm trying to catch up, and I'm scrolling up and going, "Shit, did I miss anybody?" And then
Yeah.
I see someone pop up, and I do that. I try to address that, but I still have to scroll back and figure out who I missed. So by the time I'm done, like I've said to people, like like hi to the one person 3 times, and it's funny. But
I'm
I
gonna,
just
I'm gonna
I
screw
know
you.
as soon as I'm in chat, as soon as I hit send, it's like okay, it's on.
Yeah. If you get there around the same time as like 2 or 3 other people, like sometimes you don't get as many highs because like they're getting they're getting filtered to other people too. But it's like if you get there in a lull, like when nobody else is showing up, I noticed that. Like then it's like boom, 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 boom. It's like oh, like you don't want to offend anybody, but I can't even keep
No,
up.
that's why I'm like sorry if I missed anybody.
Yeah, I just do a big high. Yeah, yeah.
Dark Hour, what's up, man?
No, speaking of like
Yeah, DHP in the house. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I haven't frequented anybody's channels. I'll do text and carry, but I haven't had time.
mm,
I'm still unpacking boxes.
I, I can imagine. Can imagine.
And it's like, why do I have all this shit?
Well, I do that. Like, if I move, like, I'll pack boxes, and like some of it'll say like miscellaneous. I'm like, what is? I don't miss anything. So do I need this miscellaneous? Like, let's just leave it in there. Like
But miscellaneous could be anything. It's
anything,
yeah.
anything. It's
If you put like kitchen miscellaneous, it's could be a can opener, could be a coffee maker. You never know. Yeah, and I have a lot of kitchen stuff that I don't need it right now, so I'm gonna have to store it. It's funny every time somebody moved out of the house, I'd always end up with some new kitchen gadget like they didn't want to take with them. From mixers to whatever.
like the ones that like you don't know what they are. Like there's a thing called a French press for coffee or something. Let me tell you, I've looked at that thing 100 times before somebody told me what it was.
And you didn't know how to, and you still don't know how it works.
No, I don't know how it works. I just didn't even know what it was though. Like, but this wasn't in my house. This was in my mother's house. But I mean, like, I had looked at it every single day and just wondered what it was. But for whatever reason, I never asked. But like, there's so much. You're right. There's so many weird kitchen gadgets.
We had when we were on the expedition, Lynn had brought a French press, and and she just bought another one to bring to the next one because it was such a. Bradley Hatcher bought one to bring to the next one. That's how much they love that French press coffee. I had never really paid attention. I didn't know what the hell it was. I'm like, French press for what?
Yeah, I don't know. My mom does make the best coffee. I stick the damn pod in there now. Like,
Oh yeah.
the Keurig.
Yeah, the K cup.
Yeah, I mean it's they're more pricey than regular coffee, but I mean it's so damn convenient. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I mean, you don't always have to get the K cup. I mean,
Yeah. Like
uh,
they make them now where you can buy like there's like a K cup insert and like it's basically got like a filter and like so like you can just pour like coffee grinds in it.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, and so that's kind of I don't have it, but yeah, I
yeah.
probably do.
I moved out here and I brought 3 coffee makers. One's your normal coffee maker. The other one is a K cup and a coffee maker, and the other one is just a K cup. I just couldn't see leaving it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
No,
I like
well, I'll put one out and pop up, for camping.
I'm
Um,
a shit collector, so I get it. Like I like to go antiquing. That's something I really enjoy doing. Like so
no, I dig that,
I don't even buy new shit. I buy old shit. Like it's like
which is
pretty
which is
useless.
more expensive than the new shit.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I bought the original, like it's framed and shipped, and it's framed from like way back when. But like the newspaper from the Titanic, like like I don't need it, but like but I bought it. But like it's cool. It's like the newspapers from when the Titanic went down and shit.
Uh-huh.
It's got all the people's names on it and everything. But
Yeah, that's cool, man. I used to do a lot of antiquing.
yeah, I used to go all different states and doing stuff. It's just I don't know. I like just looking around like that though.
Yeah, we were just we had a flea market the other day.
Oh
Big
yeah,
ass, big ass flea market here.
forget it.
And what did I buy? Fishing shit. I'm obsessed.
Yeah, that's all right. That's a healthy hobby. Like if you could find healthy hobbies that like forget it. That's a good thing.
Oh yeah.
A good thing. I love fishing. Like I was fishing all the time before the Bigfoot thing, and then I kind of just I can't say kind of just took over fishing. So uh,
No, nothing. Fish. No, nothing's gonna take over fishing.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I had the waders and all that, and like I'd go down all these rivers, and it was good. It was good too. Like it was tiring walking through the water all the time, and like like even standing in the even just standing in a current or in the water, like even
Oh,
in
I know.
even in still water, like it's just it's nice calming exercise and stuff. So
Yeah,
that's
until you fall in and your waders fill up with water, and yeah.
yeah. Well, the first pair were waist. Yeah, the first pair were waist, and then the second pair came up to here. But yeah,
Yeah,
still,
last time I did that, I was in Wisconsin. Um, it was the best trout fishing I had ever done up to that point. Was the Rush River, and it was we went opening day in waders, and it was a good flowing river, and there was still snow on the ground, and it was cold. And towards the end, I slipped and got wet. So that sucked.
that's
Lost my wedding ring.
oh shit. And that's a cold time to get that wet too. Wow. Oh, it's
Yeah,
hard. That's harsh. I mean, how Long
it
Island
was
is.
great fishing.
You know how it is here. You could catch like a fresh fish or like a tuna can down there. So
It's a shark. It's a boot. You
yeah.
never know.
What kind of fish is that? Oh, it's a Goodyear. Like,
That's
uh, it's not as bad as I make it out to be, but
yeah, it's not far off. It depends on where you're fishing.
depends where you are. Yeah.
Yeah, but you go out. No, I mean you got the sound right there, and
Yeah, I'm big on. I like fresh water. It's I don't know. Saltwater's good, but I like to be on a boat or at least a charter, but they get so damn packed during the summer. So I do a lot of freshwater because, like, it's, how packed this island is. So it's easier. Freshwater is easier to, like, kind of distance yourself from people,
Oh, absolutely.
unless you want to go, like, shore, on the shore, like somewhere like Robert Moses or whatever. Like, but then again, like, you got to have a lot of, like, you got to be able to cast out far because the wake and all that shit. So, I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Other people are probably like, shut up, bro. Like, we don't know what you're saying. But, like,
No, I grew up saltwater fishing in Jersey, the Jersey Shore, but my dad would take us up to like northern New Jersey, up to Sussex County,
oh, yeah.
and we had family with lakefront lake houses, in the lake community. So we'd always, when I was with my dad, we did more freshwater fishing. um, but I kind of, after I moved away from the shore, I gravitated towards freshwater. Like I can trout fish like nobody's business, you know.
Yeah, it's I don't know, it's different. You know what I mean? It's just different. And plus you got to pay for the license to freshwater fish, so sometimes you get you get more of a serious crap.
I'll tell you what, I mean, like I being out of state because I haven't got my license changed yet. I had to buy a saltwater and a freshwater license.
Yeah, that's crazy. See, like, that sucks. See, the saltwater, I mean, you still have to have it, but they don't charge for it here.
They don't charge residents here either.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of a.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm not. I think it's more of a management thing as far as keeping track of.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, actually.
Because if they're not charging you for it, what's the purpose?
Yeah.
But soon I'll be getting out and hitting the saltwater. Just haven't gotten to that point yet. I mean, it's right up the road. I'm just, I don't know where exactly to go. I want to do my research and then be like, okay, this is where we're fishing. I hate going out and not knowing what I'm doing. Seriously, I'll just wander around aimlessly.
I get it. I mean, I spent my first 5 years fishing like that. Just, didn't want to ask questions. Like, just your typical asshole. Like, nah, I don't need to know nothing. Like, if I could tie a loop, you put the fucking worm in there and you wing it. Like, it's not how it works. Like,
No.
I should be bobber fishing and I got weights on it. And, like,
so Dark Dark Hour must be tired of hearing about fishing. So, at Mogia Monster, what do you guys think about Sasquatch exhibiting different behavioral traits from region to region, i.e., docile versus hostile? Well, I don't know, because I heard like Arizona Bigfoot were kind of like assholes, like they were more hostile. I think down here in Florida, they're supposed to be a little more hostile. And then you hear up in the Pacific Northwest, they're a little more docile. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think they treat people like accordingly.
Yeah.
If you're a hunter with a gun, that's a different story from, if you're a guy with his girlfriend walking a trail, region to region, it could be the first, some of them, my understanding lately is that some of them, it seems like the ones that are being found that are kind of hiding, like more, or have kind of had bad encounters with us. So, whether it's from like the young one encountering our toxins, like from our garbage and shit, or from one getting shot, things like that. I can only speculate, because I only know this small area. That's all I know personally, but You know, I've never really, I haven't, at least over here, encountered anything outside of, I don't want to say docile, because they do act out to an extent, but it's nothing like, if they wanted me hurt, I would have been hurt a million times.
Sure.
So I wonder, I always question when I hear like a bad encounter. I always question myself, like, what the fuck, what was that person doing, or like, who is that person really? Because all you hear is like a little story, like about the Bigfoot. It's almost like when you were in school and in middle school, and like you got caught fighting or some shit, and you'd be like, well, that motherfucker did this, like, but you didn't hear the other side yet.
Sure.
Like, so I don't know if that's a good example, but you know, it's a very good question, and I wonder it myself too. So
Let's scroll back up. Thought there was another question. Where'd it go? Yeah, I don't know. I just think that, depending on where, I mean, regionally, environmentally, I think has a big factor.
yeah,
Um, I think one that lives in the swamp might be a little more aggressive than one that lives in Kansas.
right, right. Well, we're overpopulated with people here, so I'm sure they are all used to us. To an extent at least.
I'm amazed at how much. Well, now that I'm here, I'm amazed. I didn't realize it before. Is how much land there is undeveloped here in Florida.
Oh yeah, there's a whole lot.
Yeah. Excuse me.
At least for now.
You know what, dude? I don't know how much they could actually more they could develop here. Um,
I don't
I'm
know.
sure. I'm sure there's tons of land, but I have no.
Yeah, I don't know how they're
Most,
down there.
most of the developments are on the coast.
Mhm.
The middle is like so it's like no man's land.
Yeah, it's a big peninsula. It's large.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting though. It's definitely different than it's. I've never been in an environment like this. I was an East Coast guy. You know what the woods are like up there. Same, that's what I grew up in.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
down here it's different.
I actually, uh, I actually started today. Finally, I've been wanting to do like this hometown series, and you've actually been there, so like you know the area a little bit. But I finally did like one video from there. It wasn't where I wanted to be, but I know it sounds kind of like Henry Hill and Goodfellas, but like I was being followed by a helicopter, so I had to I had to readjust what I was doing. You know that scene, like, you want to see helicopters? Like,
I remember that.
it's like tweaking out, looking out his window. Like, that's what I feel like every time I say, like, there's a fucking helicopter following me. People probably like, this fucking guy. Like, but I had to readjust what I was gonna do. And so, but it's exciting. It was very comfortable. Like, it was very comfortable. I'm gonna go to a lot of places where I've like spent like in the woods my whole life. Like I've been there many, many, many times. Like,
Revisited it.
yeah, like because I just wonder like how just because it's my first time there looking for them, how many times have they seen me over these years?
Sure.
And even though today I went, it was a place that I hadn't really gone in because we always got an uneasy feeling. So we stayed like towards, the parking lot towards the road, and we never went in far. Like we just always got like this like weird feeling, like so we were like, oh. we'll just hang out here, like, and do whatever the fuck kids do. But
So when did you realize, like, you looked back and you were like, oh, wait a minute, son of a bitch, that weird feeling, now you know what to associate it with.
yeah, well, the real kicker was like I started getting like visions at one point, and at one point they were showing me like old memories, like that, like I have a memory that's just this way, like dead on. That's the memory. I'm looking at it basically, and it started to go on like a 360 view, and they would kind of like show me where they were during that memory, during that point in time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it was almost like yeah, like I would see more now. Like it was like it opened up the picture, and I would see where they were at that point in my life. And it was only for a couple of memories, like 2 or 3, but I don't know. I hope to see more, but it was really cool. It was really interesting.
That's very interesting.
Yeah,
That's a good
I
way
mean,
to describe it. That's because I could visualize it.
yeah, to get into one, like we would go to the beach and like everyone would go in and like park, and they'd like go around, and we always go up these dunes, big dune. And I'd be like, everyone would like race, let's race, and I'd always fucking whoop their ass. And I'd be like, they'd all go up the same way, and I'd be like, why do they do that shit? Like over here, there's these vines, X amount of like almost like ladder steps like that you could just kind of spring off and boom, boom, boom. It like jugs you up the fucking hill. And they were like, well, that was kind of us like showing you over here. Look at this shit. Like kind of like
Uh,
and like when I got to the top, like I would like just turn around and look down and like laugh like a kid and be like, motherfuckers, I beat you. But they were up at the top, basically showing me themselves there. And that was just one. Like I haven't told them the rest, but I've told that one before. But almost like showing me like this was us showing you how we spring up the hill, but you weren't ready for it yet. Like,
huh.
all right, Gunnar, what?
What did you say? Hold on. Louis Mares, seriously, sir, LIB. Mike, what about David Pilates' channel? If I'm not stepping on his toes, respect.
I don't know. I don't really watch many other channels. Like, so I've seen a couple. I've seen a couple, and I mean, it's a topic that needs to be covered. I mean,
Sure.
Do I fully? I think there's a lot more involved with that, but he's putting in a lot of work, and I respect him for it.
I'll tell you what. You watch Sasquatch on Hulu. It just came out yesterday. No, 2 days ago, and it's this investigative reporter who kind of goes undercover to investigate something that had happened to him or a story he heard 25 years ago. And
Oh yeah, I just heard about that today.
yeah, well, it's a 3-part thing, and you can just sit there and watch it. Just fucking binge watch it,
Yeah, yeah.
and it'll answer a lot of questions, or not a lot of questions, but it talk about missing 411. You watch this and you'll realize where a lot of people have gone missing and why. And it's I'm not going to say anything more because I don't want to spoil it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I won't go and I encourage people to check it out. It's not what you expect, but it's still well done, and it's called Sasquatch on Hulu.
Yeah, that's cool. I want to watch. I don't have Hulu, but I'm gonna see if I could find that one. See if you. I don't know how that works. Can you just download Hulu, or you gotta pay for it?
You got to pay for it.
I can't. Yeah, I can't keep up with which is which.
I think you just got to buy the little receiver. You can go to Walmart or whatever and buy the Hulu receiver, and it goes through your internet. And
Okay. Yeah, the only one I have is Netflix, and they have like no Bigfoot stuff. Like I know Amazon Prime has like a lot of Bigfoot stuff. Yeah.
Hulu, this whatever it was that. There's a lot of Bigfoot stuff on this. I was surprised. I was like, oh shit, where did all this stuff come from? Because you look up on Netflix and you don't get too much.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right on, Lewis. Um, yeah, it was interesting. Yes, Judy, the Emerald Triangle. That's where it takes place.
Oh, is America's Stonehenge? Is this what it's? That's what I heard about something today about America's Stonehenge too. That's there's some like big event going on there. I think that's more something related to ET though. Something more related to the ufology side.
Well, it's also isn't Earth Day coming up?
I think that's today.
Oh, is it?
I think so. Yeah.
I was right.
Yesterday.
I was wrong.
Yeah. Sarah was like, do you know they had these kids for Earth Day picking up trash around the school? Just like, is it me or is that not a good idea during like this epidemic to pick up other people's trash?
Yeah, right.
I'm like, you're probably right. I'm like, did you sign something? She's like, no. I said, damn. I said that. I guess when they're at school, they just do what they want with them. I was like, did they have you on the side of the highway too?
Oh,
like Jesus. But I mean, it's a good idea, but
no, you know what? It's I when I go fishing, I used to do it a lot when I'd go up on the mountain in Jersey, and I always brought in a garbage bag.
Yeah.
And I would go, 25 yards to my left, 25 yards to my right, and just clean up somebody else's shit.
Yeah.
And I could see myself doing it out here real quick.
When I first started doing the Bigfoot thing, I was like, I was doing that, and it was, and I was doing Facebook Lives a lot at the time, and like it literally became like picking up trash and people telling me what I missed. Like, you missed one over there. Like,
oh,
like after a while, I was just, you know what, guys? Like, if it's in my way, I'll take it, but otherwise,
I'm not scouring the forest for your trash.
Yeah, well, you know how it is here. Like some places, it's just littered. Like it's just terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, that's like Arizona. I didn't experience that, like that filth. Like look at New York City 2 days after it snows. That's just it.
Yep.
I didn't experience that kind of. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to call it filth. That just sounds nasty.
Like everyone throws shit out their window, like, and then like people bitch about roadkill. I say, you know how this happens, right? Like you throw food out your window and then they come out of the woods and they try to eat it. And I say, at least if you're going to throw food out your window, like whip it into the woods so they ain't got to come out here. Like
I don't even throw cigarette butts out my window. I don't understand why people think it's necessary or are so fucking lazy that they just have to litter.
I don't know. I throw mine out the window. I'll be honest, but I mean, but like you're right though. It's nasty. You're right. It's very nasty. Everything about smoking is gross to me though.
The Squatch and Cowboy said, I said it before, the Sopranos version of WTF.
It's not that bad, is it?
Nah.
You guys think I'm bad? You don't want to meet some people around here. I actually think the accent and everything around here is annoying, but maybe I do have it.
Eh, I mean, it's not. I mean, I dated a girl from Long Island, and she was a New York City cop. Um, it was interesting. I mean, it was only a month, but it only lasted a month. But still, it was
Yeah.
living out on the island. It was interesting to get used to that accent.
Yeah. Oh yeah, forget it. There's some guy I stumbled across this channel that's this guy who does like Long Island big like Long Island like tours, like he does different areas or whatever. So I'm like, oh, I'll click on him. Like he did like Patch Hug and Port Jeff or whatever. I got through like 5 minutes and I couldn't stand his accent. Like like it's so terrible. Look at it over here. Oh, the thing over here. They get the thingy and the ding dang and the dang ding over here. Like, oh my god. Like I don't know. It's a different one. It's a different one. Just like Mass is different.
Oh yeah, it's funny because like when I was in Sedona, and people come back from their renting the vehicle, and you hear them talk, and I'm always listening. So I'd always guess where they were from how they talked. You know, um, Massachusetts is pretty easy.
Mm.
Um, New York's easy. Chicago should be easy, but Chicago always throws me off when I hear a Chicago accent.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them sound like New Yorkers and some of them sound like Canadians. Like it's
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
But anyway. Oh man. I'm just I'm still not used to doing this late show. Because now it's actually a late show.
I hear you. I remember when I figured out that you had Thursdays were an hour later, because like for like 2 weeks I was sitting there at 10, like staring at the phone. Like, what the fuck is this thing gonna start? Like, like he's late again? Like, what the hell's going on? I just like had no idea it was an hour
Late
late.
again. I'm never late.
I know. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like, I had no idea. Little me, I should just really just text you and be like, am I doing something wrong? Because that's usually the case. But
I'm usually pushing the wrong fucking buttons.
okay, puppy.
I'm afraid to ask. Jenny Metz. Scotty, or did Mogs love the handcuffs? Think about it. I don't. I'm afraid to scroll up and figure out what's being said here.
I don't blame you.
Oh, Cashew says, Mogs, maybe you should try Tuesday at 10 and Friday at 10. Well, we'll see. And the only reason I started doing Thursdays at 11 was because of other channels.
Yeah.
Like the Paranormal Portal was when they do the 2-hour shows most of the time, but like I think Thursday they only did a 1-hour show, so I took Thursday, or there was a reason I went an hour later, and it was because of another show.
There's so many shows now, like it's
getting, now it's like, why the hell that even I don't even.
At least yours and like DHP, it's like refreshing. There's different topics, like like I'm getting spent on Bigfoot shows, like, and this is like, you know, like I don't know, like everywhere I look, there's just another one, another one, another one,
I did notice that, dude. Just recently, there's all these new shows popping up.
everywhere,
Like,
and
oh,
half of them are pushing horse shit, like just garbage, and I hate it because I hate to trash anyone who's doing this shit, but like. Really, like it's a lot of like misinformation. It gets very aggravating, you know. A lot of people come to me like, "Oh, like, what do you think of this?" And like, I don't want to like speak bad, but like,
sure.
don't have a talk show if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, like you
I don't
know,
have a talk show, or I let everybody else do the talking.
no, but I mean, like that's just it. Like you have guests on, like you have like I mean, you have this the way it started, we use this open forum, and like that's always been your bread and butter. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these shows have like call-in things. Like there's not a lot. There's a few that have like the call-in, which is cool. But like the way you have it, where you just put up that link and people jump in, like that was like I don't think I saw it anywhere else before here. You know?
Well, it's sort of a risk, but it's not because of the people that are here. I mean, there's no strangers here, really.
Yeah. The way I look at it is like, if somebody comes on and acts a fool, like or does anything stupid, like
Oh, yeah,
who did they really hurt besides themselves?
that's it.
Like, you know,
You
and
know, it's one thing to be a troll in chat, but to come on and be a troll,
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
rip you apart.
yeah. And
You'll
that
never be a troll again.
worst case scenario, they're one click away from going away. So like, I mean, I don't, I don't know. I just it's hard for me to stomach sometimes, and
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it really, but
Barry Brown, what's happening, buddy? It was good seeing you over on Mark and Larry's show, or Mark's show. Great job, man. Sorry I didn't get to see the whole show.
was that with the drawing?
No, that was that's Daniela's show, Hidden Existence.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that was kind of cool. Yeah,
Um, Larry Badson, I think, is the artist or the guy who does the drawings. If you're into that, enjoy it. Lewis has another question. LIB, another question, a bit off topic. Have you been to Hunts Point?
I'm gonna have to say no because I don't know where it is. But
Isn't that Hunts Point?
yeah, I'm gonna have to say I don't know where it is. I feel like I did get. I feel like I got an encounter out of there, but
Hunts Point.
if it's in Nassau, is it in Nassau? Because somebody came, I had two different people come to me with encounters that were like within. They were different years, but they were within miles of like a couple miles of each other. It was interesting. And that name sounds familiar, but I don't know if it's the right spot.
I know the name Hunts Point, but
Because I haven't done Nassau or anything like out that way yet, so I probably won't. There's just too much ground to cover here, so. Forget about Brooklyn and Queens. There's Sasquatch around there. They're probably beating drums, probably in the train station singing.
Playing saxophone.
American Bigfoot's got talent and shit.
Well, Queens has got over in Astoria. They got the Muppets. That's where they filmed Sesame Street in Astoria at Kaufman Studios.
Yeah, wow, that's cool. I was actually I lived there.
Make deliveries there.
Yeah, I lived there when I was really little. Very Greek town, very Greek neighborhood back then.
Oh yeah. Richie Evans says he's been retired since he was 32.
Ah,
Wow.
military.
I have no idea.
I mean, I've been technically retired since 36. So
Because he said I saw him made a comment. Retirement is great, and it sucks at the same time.
yep,
And I know firsthand.
yes.
Then get a job. Don't retire. Too young. 32. I couldn't. Shit. I'd be in trouble if I retired at 32.
If it's anything like what I went through, if he was forced into it, then like I get it. Like it sucks. It
Well,
sucks.
yeah, I'm talking out my ass. It could be an injury. It could be,
Like for me, I'm like forced, and I'm not allowed to work. Like so, like it sucks. Like I either have to like fully be okay to work and then like make my own money, or like I have to accept what I get, and it's tough. And then they take it away and shit. It's fucked up. It's the system. But long story short, when you're I don't know, it's tough. It's tough.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
right. That was Carl Goutreau was over on Hidden Existence too.
yeah, yeah.
He relived the story, and Larry drew the Sasquatch from the story.
Lost Swamp Ape. L.A. Swamp Ape, maybe.
Yeah.
Like what that? I'm just,
La.
like he's like it's like a Spanish swamp ape. La Swamp Ape. You're getting tired when these jokes hit.
Oh shit. Cashew, I don't even know what you're saying here. Am I a man or a Muppet? If I'm a Muppet, then I'm a very manly Muppet. If I'm a man, that makes me a Muppet of a man. Wow. I gotta smoke something. Right on, Cashew. That was cute. Excuse me. Normally I would mute when I cough. I'm just off my game tonight.
Yeah,
No, it's just rude.
it's human activity. Shit happens. It's part of live streaming.
Where are you going out next?
I think we're gonna, I'm gonna take the whole weekend off and just do the family thing. We have a nice quiet weekend, so I'm gonna enjoy it. But I do want to do more. It's more Smithtown area and stuff, more of my home area. And I don't know if I can. That's where I want to be for the most part. But yeah. Otherwise, I never really know where I'm gonna be, like at all. Like they right in front of where like I go into like my main local area that I was using a lot because it was really promising. It was a lot of fun. It was just a really really good area. They started doing vaccinations there, so that like the fucking National Guard's there, and like they don't let nobody in there. Like there's like this whole way to get into the back, and all the way up front it's blocked off. So like there's no way in. So I've had to like revamp everything again. So it's kind of annoying, but that's been going on for months now. So it is what it is. But yeah, I never know where I'm gonna end up. I just kind of go. Worst case scenario, I go up the block. I do the power lines. Check that.
It's important that you're getting out there and you're doing it.
Man, consistency is key when you're trying to maintain a relationship with these guys. Like and I know a lot of people always have that question, like, oh, did they follow you home and this and that, and followed up like before they even wait for a response. It's like, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, watch out, and blah blah. And like, for those of you who know me, like they're like welcomed here. Like I go there, they come here. Like I just don't care. Like I don't like I've never. I was bothered by it, not bothered by it, but I was like nervous about it in the beginning. But it's been going on for so long that I just embrace it. So I really just go out to keep them from banging on the side of the house. Like really, for the most part, I
Fuck
really
out
just,
of my yard.
yeah, like I mean, I don't mind up to a certain time. You know what I mean? It's like if the neighbor's playing music, like oh, it's like like you might dance around to it around dinner time and shit. And then at midnight, like turn that shit off. Like
Right.
yeah, same concept. They have different hours.
Yeah, but their hours are, I think they're more nocturnal.
Yeah. Yeah, I
We're
mean,
going to bed, they're getting up.
yeah, yep. my son, my son used to yell out the door before bed. He used to yell "Good night, Bigfoot." Now I told him they're nocturnal. I explained what it is, so now he yells out the door, "Good morning, Bigfoot." To sleep. Like it's he's 5. Yeah.
See, Jenny gets it. From Bigfoot to coffee pots to fishing to Muppets discussions to keep everyone interested. Good job, Mobes and Mike. Oh, I was almost broke out in song listening because somebody started posting the lyrics for Rainbow Connection. Because I can actually do a Kermit the Frog. Yeah.
Now
Bugs Bunny.
that's gonna be the next like 20 comments, right? Do it, do
What?
it, do it,
Do it. Yeah. I did it once actually, and people are like, "What the fuck? Where did that come from?" Like, holy shit! But yeah,
Impersonations are always cool. I don't care what you can impersonate or who you can impersonate. I always think they're cool. I love that shit.
yeah. I always like doing voices.
Ever since I saw that guy on what's that cop movie?
Oh, Police Academy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Ever
but he
since,
did more sound effects,
yeah, I'm just that was
and
like
that's crazy too.
that was like my introduction to it. Like way back then, and I was like, and then like Saturday Night Live, you got guys who do it and stuff, but that was like the first time I heard somebody like mimic things. Like, I was like, this guy's crazy.
I don't know. I think what he did was harder than to like do someone's voice or to mimic a voice because he's all those different sounds. I mean, that was a cool
Yeah,
what he could do.
I think Laurel and Hardy used to do it, right? But like they kind of had like crappy audio and stuff, like March of the Wooden Soldiers and stuff. Like that's like wasn't that one like like didn't they used to?
Yeah,
Or am I mixing them up with the Stooges?
I don't know, dude. Squatch and Cowboy says Kermit smoking a doobie.
That I've seen that meme actually. His eyes are all red bloodshot and shit. Like,
That's funny. Well, if you had to put up with Miss Piggy's shit all the time, I'd be stoned too.
starts thinking about bacon after he gets high, then he's in trouble. Are you cooking those eggs with bacon fat again? No.
That's funny. There's so many levels of wrong there.
Yeah.
It's funny as shit though. Oh well. We're close enough to 2 hours. My ass is dragging.
I'll let you wrap it up, guys.
Hey Mike, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Oh wait, I'm gonna tuck in my finger for Scotty B. He yells at me to tuck my finger in when I salute. So, all right, guys, have a good one. Thanks, Mokes. I'll catch up.
Anytime, man. All right, dude. Talk to you soon.
All right, bro.
Well, right on. Another 2 hour showdown. I look terrible. My God. I gotta get Visine. The chlorine is kicking my ass. Share with Kermit and Miss Piggy. It's not easy being green. What else? Did I ever do Miss Piggy? I can't do her voice anymore. But anyway, couldn't stand Miss Piggy. Yeah, she was a bitch. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. I'd make deliveries to Kaufman Studios in Astoria, Queens, and not realizing it was the home of Sesame Street. So you see these characters walk by, not comic book characters, but like human characters from when I was a kid. Like, and you're like, why does that person look familiar? And then you find out that they're from Sesame Street. It's like, oh shit. So let's see, what is Duke promoting now? Tomorrow night at 9 Pacific, I will be on Spaced Out Radio here on YouTube, and Randy Caveman Yazzie will be there with me. Come hang out in the live chat room. So that's tomorrow night, 9 Pacific. Go check out Spaced Out Radio with Dave, and Duke and Yazzie will be there. Caveman. That's awesome. Randy Yazzie. What else? Anyway, I want to thank you guys. Paul T, thank you for coming on earlier. Mike, thank you so much. Duke, we'll check you out tomorrow night on Spaced Out Radio. And I hope everybody had a good night. Hope it wasn't too boring. And thank you so much, everybody, for everything. My moderators, you do a rocking job. Thank you. You guys are great. I got a date with a cigarette. I know that sounds terrible. I said I was going to quit smoking. I'm going to have to quit smoking. That was part of my promise to myself when I came down here. So I have to do that. But not today. So I'm going to go have a cigarette. Thank you, Mr. Lee, 3PO. Thank you. Anyway, I will be back on Tuesday. I'm sure I'll see you guys tomorrow night or sometime before then, somewhere. I'm always modding somewhere in someone's chat. So thank you, everybody. If you enjoyed the show, please hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe. And if you want to share it. Get other people to subscribe. Subscriptions have been in kind of a stagnant thing, and I'm not worried about it, really. Doesn't matter if there's 10 people or 10,000 people, it's still going to be the same show. I had trouble realizing that, but I finally figured it out. Anyway, you guys have an amazing night, and I will see you on Tuesday. All right. I'll see you before then, actually. Anyway, I'm babbling. Thank you. Peace and God bless, everybody. Talk soon.